Congratulations on 10 years of us.
We're just going to talk this week a little bit about how Joe and I ended up where we are now. And this week we've been celebrating 10 years together, which has gone super, super fast. So let's do that while we watch the sunrise over Zante Harbour.
A decade of Chris and Joe.
So we met in 2015, September 2015.
Both single parents, both had come out of relationships that hadn't ended well and looking for, I don't know what we were really looking for, some fun, some excitement and a bit of stability.
And we definitely found that. One of the things that also inspired this video is a message that we received this week from somebody saying that they were a single parent and maybe this kind of lifestyle that we're living now and trying to show you guys through our channel is out of their reach. And I replied saying, I guess nobody knew this, but this is why we're telling you now. I replied saying that Joe and I have both been single parents at one point or another, and you never really know what's around the corner, do you? If you have a dream, you should definitely never give up on it, because life can change in the blink of an eye.
Absolutely. As a single mum with 3 very young children, I fully believed that I would be on the shelf forever and no one would want me, let alone the adventure that has come and a decade later.
So just after we met, we both started, one of the reasons we connected so well is because we had such a love of travel, and we started exploring straight away, didn't we? We started going on holidays to France. We weren't in an amazing financial position back then, so we started going on like camping holidays, didn't we? We had one incredible holiday, the first holiday we had together in the south of France, and we kind of fell in love with the idea of maybe putting down some roots in another country, and France was the first country that we ever spoke about doing that in.
Yeah, the very first holiday that we ever had together, we literally threw a tent and a few bags in the back of my car,
headed south,
and set off to the south of France, completely unaware of how much the tolls were going to cost us. And but we had the best week. We really did, didn't we?
Yeah,
we had just such an amazing time.
Driving through the countryside and spotting chateaux and stopping at some of those vineyards and stuff like that. And we fell in love with chateau life then, didn't we?
We did.
And sometime afterwards we decided to move in together. And one night I was flicking through the television channels while Joe was cooking or something like that, and Escape to the Chateau popped up. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that really clearly. We'd come back from a Sunday, I think, out with all the children. We have 5 children between us. Which was obviously quite full on when they were little because they were very energetic. And we'd come back in from somewhere and I was doing something and Chris put this program on the telly, and I can remember sitting on the sofa, literally jaw dropped, going, this is exactly what we want to do. This is us. They're doing what we want to do. Like, just being so shocked.
It was super inspirational, and for quite a few years we had the dream of moving to France. We wasn't quite in the financial position yet, but we were planning on making some moves and getting ourselves into that position. But when the time eventually did come, Joe decided to book a trip to Zante one year, didn't you?
Yeah, just because I wanted to see the turtles.
Yeah, that's right. And we went on holiday to Zante, and that became our new France.
We did. We absolutely fell in love with it, and we had a week there together. It was only the second holiday we'd ever had, just the 2 of us, and we absolutely fell in love with the place. The island is just magic.
The island is magic, and obviously I started thinking, hang on a minute, this is a much better climate than France. I love the sun. I love working outdoors and being outdoors, and so does Joe, but I love the sun. So we just started looking around on the island, didn't we, to see if there were any places, and it was obviously a lot more affordable than France was too. With the sort of things that we were looking for in France anyway.
Yeah, we found a lot of very, very derelict places in France, but I can't see that we would have ever managed really to have pulled all that off. There's been moments at Villa Sweet William where we've struggled in the last couple of years.
Far from a chateau.
Absolutely. It's been hard with balancing life and money and kids and everything that we have to do to get there. I feel like we've taken a step beyond that now, but yeah, there have been times in the last couple of years we've struggled. France, some of those buildings that I used to send you that were literally just bricks crumbling into the floor, and you used to go back used to email me back and say, "So, are you sure about this? Are you really sure?" And you were right.
Full rebuild.
Yeah, it's just a total gut and start again.
But I don't think it mattered anyway, because by the time we'd been to Greece, or Zante for sure had stolen our hearts, hadn't it? We fell in love with the place, we fell in love with the island and the people there, and yeah, it was just perfect for us. So we started hunting around, and that was when the villa popped up. It was just felt like it was meant to be.
It did. I can remember looking at it on the internet and not mentioning it to you, but thinking, God, that place is actually like quite inspiring. There's a lot, like I had visions in my own head of things we could do there. And I think it's quite funny now because, I mean, I adore our neighbours. I think we are so lucky with the neighbours we have and the people that we've met, you know, Golden Mile and other villa owners, Jackie, and we had no idea about Zante town then. We'd only ever been out to Vasilikos, and we did that trip whilst we were out there on our 10th anniversary, and went back to the places that we'd fallen in love with without even knowing about how much more Zante had to offer, and we still had fallen in love with the island irrespective. So it's just where we were meant to be, I think.
Yeah, absolutely, it really was. The point we're trying to get across in this video really is, it doesn't matter where you are now in life. If you have a dream and there's something that you really want to do, even if you haven't met the person that you want to, or you're going to end up doing it with, just don't ever give up hope. Yeah, I mean, we've not had the easiest ride at all, have we? But
no, for anybody that watches us, I'm quite active on social media, but if anybody watches us and thinks, oh, they've got it all made, I promise you we don't. And we've had to work so hard and make so many sacrifices together to make this dream possible. And you see most of the very best bits. We do let you see some of the things that of course to sag, but you see most of the very best bits. And there's a lot of sweat and effort and behind the scenes stuff that goes into it as well.
And arguments.
The odd argument.
Yeah, we argue all of the time. Well, we don't argue all of the time, but we do argue, and we get a bit when one of us is hungry or one of us is extra tired. Yes. It's normal. It's absolutely normal. The point is, keep working towards your dream. Don't ever give up on it. It's a lot closer than you think. And if anybody, I mean, people do reach out to us all of the time, but if you want to know anything, we're more than happy to chat to you.
Yeah, I'm actually writing a guide at the moment because I get so many messages, don't I, about how do I find a place in Greece.
Just answering a few of the questions like that you get regularly, which is going to be coming very soon. And next week we're going to be going back through our first look video, where we first got the keys and started looking around the place and comparing it to what it looks like now.
Wow, it's insane. I can promise you we've sat and had a look at what we've done in the last 2 years, and it's actually quite mind-blowing.
You definitely need to step back sometimes and just evaluate where you've been, just to realise how far you've actually come.
This is very true, yes.
So if you'd like to see that, do join us next week. But for now, we'd just like to say thank you very much for watching.
Congratulations on 10 years, Chris and Joe.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.